All right, good morning. Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. It's Pastor Dowell. I want to title this, If My Wife Leaves Me and Takes the Children, what does that look like to the uninformed minds of the people of the world? What does that look like as far as me as a man? Carol, if you were to leave me after, let's say 33, well, we've been married 33 years, all right? So if you were to leave me after 33 years and you take the children, what would the world automatically think?
Well, the world is always usually geared to see
this.
this.
Go ahead. Hold that.
Sorry.
No, go ahead and do
The
it.
world is usually geared to see the side of the woman, so they're automatically going to think that you've done something wrong or that you're the one that's at fault, instead of getting both sides of the story and allowing the children to be separated between two good, responsible parents, which is what should be done if they have irreconcilable differences. But the world is automatically geared towards the woman, and that the man is either not doing his responsibilities or just not being a good father, or has done something to the children or something like that.
Well, what if as a man I turn around and say, okay, I don't know why she left me. You know what I mean? She may have a disagreement, but I'm providing you with food, a shelter, clothing, making sure that we have marital rights and relationships and stuff. I have not neglected you in any of that. I've always been a good provider. So what would they say then?
The world would still gear towards the woman, because that's the society that they have set up. It's matriarchal, and no matter what, they put the children with the woman. Usually, I would say 85 to 95% of the time, the children are
now what about this?
Woman.
What if I took the children and left you at home after 33 years of marriage, and I told the world that you're wrong, but I don't define what it is. I just say you're wrong, and I'm upset, and I just had to get out of there. Would the world give me the same judgment and the same attitude as it does you?
Absolutely not.
Why?
You would still be the bad one, and what has he done to this woman to...
You mean to tell me nobody gonna ask me what you done to me?
Probably not.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
What is that? Tell me, what is that? Really? And I mean, the whole world want to know. We on YouTube here. What is that?
It's the society that they're gearing up to, where women, I mean, you look at some of even the secular stuff, women rule the world, and women power and feminism and all these things. Women are equal to men, which, we know biblically it's not really in that context like that, but they're just going to be geared towards the sympathy and the pity of a woman.
How would you think, what would I say in a situation like that? If it was a married couple that been married for a while, and the woman decides that she's just going to leave her husband for a disagreement that both of them had, and I found out that there's no abuse. I found out there's no verbal abuse, there's no physical abuse, there's no child abuse. And then I found out that the woman is just making up lies, all just so she can get stuff her way. What would I say?
You would
as
say,
a counselor, as a pastor, what would I say?
You would say, brother, to the man, stand for the belief that you have in Yah, and if she doesn't obey you, submit herself to you, that Yah would give you one better.
Yep, that's good. That's good counsel. So anyway, here in this world, in this society, what people don't understand, there are two orders to every society. It's either patriarchal and matriarchal. Patriarchal means the man has the rule, or matriarchal meaning the woman has the rule. You can't have it both ways. The Bible is totally patriarchal, all the way through and through, meaning the male has the rule. He brought woman unto the man, and he says, woman, this man is going to rule over you, so you submit and you obey him. That's all throughout the Bible. So what is the problem? The reason why a lot of these effeminate, emasculated, eviscerated, castrated men today will still side with their woman contrary to what the Bible says, Carol?
Well, there's admonitions in the scriptures for men not to give their heart over to a woman not to always trust the one that lieth in your bosom. And it's not a bad thing, women, for it to say that. It's because the word Yah knows our nature and our character as women, how we can manipulate, how we can try to sway the man. And one thing that a woman should not do is try to sway the man anything against Yah, because that blood is going to be required in your hand. And to go against the scriptures, it's just, that's what this society is geared to do.
I often say that the reason why that a woman in transgression, in total fault and iniquity in this world and society, the reason why that they can garner favor and get favor amongst this society, because you have a bunch of nonsensical, illiterate, stupid people out here that can't discern. They don't discern that a woman has no power and strength and might of her own, kind of like a police officer. A police officer is nothing but a human being dressed up in a uniform, backed up by the authority of the state, not that they have authority of their own. And what happens is, if their things are not going their way, it makes no difference if it's right or wrong, they'll use long faces, sad countenances, lying and sob stories in order to try to manipulate the general public and garner favor over to her side, to sway public opinion against that man and try to force him against his manhood to comply with her orders just at the end, so she can say that she won. Am I spot on, yes or no?
That's spot on, sir. Absolutely.
And why would that be spot on? Because, I mean, the Bible says, I searched among 1,000 and I could only find one man, but out of 1,000 women, I couldn't find none. So how am I spot on, Carol?
Because you're explaining the nature and character of a woman according to what the Bible says that we are.
You know, the Bible also says in 1 Peter 3 that even if, let's just give a hypothetical situation, that even if the man, let's just say if I'm not in order myself, the Bible says that you should carry yourself in such a manner, in such a way, that it would cause me to want to serve y'all. That's what it says. It says it should cause your servitude and your submission and your love for the Father should cause me to want to actually serve the Father. But they got it reversed in Christian realms, because I heard it all. I've heard it all from these Christians. Boy, it's just sickening. What do you say?
That's correct. It doesn't demean a woman, and I think that's what people feel like it's doing. It's putting women in a lower state. No, we're just in roles according to where we're going to spend eternity. So I don't look at it like that. If a woman is doing what she's supposed to be doing, if she's obeying her husband, obeying Yah, she can cause so much fear in that man that he will have no choice but to, take care of the woman, because her love for him and her love and her solitude is so much for Yah that it'll cause fear to come upon him.
All right. Anyway, you do know that you just got finished being public enemy number one. You do know that, right?
Oh, that's
and you
okay.
do know they're going to hate you just as much as they hate me now because of the truth we just got finished telling.
Oh, that's fine.
Anyway.
Don't read the comments.
Hey, Galatians 4:16, have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Shalom.